Azul, and I want to show you a very beautiful, independent, small publisher from Germany, which you would love. Gabriela has got books that convey stories from different countries, universal stories at the same time, but maybe I could introduce to her and she can tell us a little bit about her publisher.
Thank you very much, Mariella. I'm very happy to be here. All the best wishes to you all out there in these very special times that make us love books even more if we hadn't had before. A little bit more than 10 years ago, I started out with two friends who came from Japan to Germany. I started out to create a picture book for my own three daughters, who were quite small then. Now they are young women, all three of them. And it was such an enchanting endeavor. And though it takes quite a while to establish from one picture book to having a picture book publishing business, and I dare say it might be a business by now, it took more than 10 years. By now we have quite a few awards. Last year, for the first time, we were awarded the German Publishers Award, which was really kind and very, very encouraging as well. We couldn't take advantage of it by making some public relations campaign out of it, because everybody was sitting at home. So we took what we got as energy to create new books, and with a little bit in the back of our minds with what makes us tick now. It is important to also look not only in the far away countries, but also in our own country, our own nature. That has inspired us to some new books that came in additional to the diverse multicultural books we already published.
I love the books, as I said before, because they just convey stories that could be universal, and where we can find things in common with other cultures. I like this book so much. For instance, this is from Chinese translated into German, and the way it's also edited and it's produced, it's also so special. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your books, if you can tell us about any of the other books.
They are all published in natural paper with thread bound, not any glues to bind the book. They are produced in southern Germany, most of them, and the book that you were just showing is the universal experience of a little girl in China who loses her first milk tooth. And I think we learned so much about this special culture. She grows up in traditional Hutong suburb village in a big city in China, whichever. It doesn't say what specific city it is. And she has this very intense experience of this old village structure inside a big city that is about to become gentrified, something that we see in many of our own neighborhoods. And at the same time, she experiences something that each and every one of us and of our children also have experiences. And the little bit scary experience of losing your first tooth, and her kind grandfather helps her and introduces the Chinese customs, which are not tooth fairy.
So this is a small, very brief introduction into this publisher, because I'm sure that you out there don't know Bracklo. And Gabriela's also started publishing her own books, their own productions. So I'm going to show you a new version of Little Red Riding Hood.
The fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm are proverbial for German children's book literature, and sometimes a little controversial too. This picture book is a very new approach by a very young artist in Bavaria, in the Bavarian forest, which is Europe's or Germany's biggest national park, I learned along the way. And it also inspired her to these illustrations. And here you see, for example, that the end and the front paper are a searching picture. In the front paper, you see all the animals hide behind the trees, but at the end of the fairy tale, obviously, the wolf is not around. So all the little animals that you could search in the front paper now appear between the trees, and you can have this additional quality in the book that you can play around and talk about with the children. And Katharina Neimer, who is this really wonderful artist who works with sculptural relief kind of paper cut technique, she found a way to deal with the actual original text from 1812, 1818 by the Brothers Grimm, first published. It is very little alterations due to our new spelling rules, but it is the original text, and then you have this very young, very innovative and quite funny illustrator who takes away this gruesome, scary, nightmarish parts of the tale and makes the wolf, as you can see, a wolf. He likes little girls in a culinary way, but at the same time he's quite likable as well. It was recommended today on the website of the Foundation of Book Art as one of the 36 most beautiful picture books of German.
Yeah, I'm sure most of you know this award. All right, so we have all the information about Gabriela's Edition Bracklo, I mean the publishing house, in our webpage. We will see the pictures. I just wanted to show you this woman behind the books, and we'll have a beautiful window with all the books and a table here in the bookshop. And I'm very happy, very happy to make it. I mean, to make people more aware that what is going on here in Germany with these small publishers.
And also, I think it's a very good opportunity to bridge the language gap.
Yeah.
Because obviously our books are published in German, some of them from other countries, but also we try to make our stories available on picture card sets that you can read to children, and we are planning to do quite some readings as soon as children can come and enjoy them. And these card sets are bilingual, German and English.
The Kamishibai.
The Kamishibai card sets, yes, and the books also.
Thank you so much, Gabriela. It's not sunny. It's not sunny today, but you brought the sun with all the books and all you know these nice stories. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.